Well, before I really start this, YouTube don't really like you talking about things, anything to do with sexual things, them sort of things, yeah? So I'm going to try and not say that word, yeah, too much, if possible. But as a child, I was abused in some homes a lot, yeah, and my uncle and bits and pieces abused me, yeah. We say abused, yeah. And because I put them in my videos and on my YouTube, people got to see that and hear it, and some people have even put it on my comments that they've also gone through that. Yeah, but you don't know their names because they ain't told you their names, yeah. I've also gone through the same thing. And it makes you think how many people out there are there that have gone through this, either been abused or physically abused or mentally abused. There's loads out there, I should imagine. Anyway, so I put it on my videos. I've also put it in this book. You know, everybody, or hopefully, out there would read this book. Yeah, would read this book. This book is just like from the beginning of this book. From the beginning of this book, you will be in tears. Believe you will be in tears. And another thing, YouTube sent me congratulations. Yeah, that there's I've got 10 million people 10 million people that have looked at my channel, not subscribed to me. 10 million people that have looked at my channel, looked at my videos, yeah. And that 10 million people, even if there's, well, we've got to be realistic about this. I'd love there to be thousands that tell me they've been abused one way or the other, yeah. But anyway, that's out, yeah. And I was talking to someone to come down and meet me to do a book sign, but it was the wrong day, wrong place, and it was cold, it was wet, and it was an alleyway, nowhere to park. And still people come and bought my book, but it was supposed to be a lot more than it did, but it was quite nice, a good night, yeah. And then I got a phone call from a certain person said to me that I've known this guy's dad for 50 years, maybe more, maybe 60 years, yeah. His dad was my best friend for years and years and years. And he had kids, and one of his boys, or his only son, had confided in me that he wanted to talk to me about this a long time ago when he read it, or when he'd see it on my videos, right? And he talked to me, and it like, mate, and it was like everything come back to me the way it happened to me, but his is just as bad. His was in a church, so you can imagine what's going on. And one of the people involved with this is someone so rich you wouldn't believe, yeah. One of the people that was involved with this is so rich now, rich, really rich. And this guy, because of what happened, because the police went and got hold of him, yeah. He was in his country, but he doesn't come from this country, but they found him here, yeah. This guy happened to get one of the best QC's barristers in England or in the world, a woman barrister that deals just in deals in things like abuse, yeah. And she was against my mate for what's going on in his life, you know. And you know what? This is what they're like. Cliff something his name is, the guy she got off, yeah? Someone like that. It was a lot. She's absolutely good at what she does. She gets a lot of money for what she does, yeah? So all of a sudden, she said to him, she started laughing, thought it was quite funny that they made him do some sexual act. It's been going on for like 3 days, 4 days, and he exploded. That made him explode. he said things to her that she shut up. She didn't know what to say. She was in such a bad way that he was going at her for about 4 or 5 minutes, really going into her, yeah, then stopped. And then she said something, then he went back into her. And this is how good he was. This is what he made her feel like, that the judge said to him, I'm very sorry about this, but do you need a break? And the judge knew, you know. And because one of the guys involved with this, there's also a priest involved with this, someone got hold of nobbled the jury or done something to the jury, and they come out and the judge said, go back and come back with an unanimous verdict. It looked like my mate was going to get, it was going to be guilty to these people, what they've done to him, yeah? It looked so much like it, 99%. The police, the welfare, everybody was involved saying that it's a guilty. All of a sudden, this soldier had come out, the jury had been nobbled or something like that, and the judge got in a retrial. So my mate's got to go through all the same thing again, what he just went through, yeah? And he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's saying, look, it's got to come out. Because there are so many people out there, you know, I would love, right, for people that have, this has happened to them, yeah, to get in contact with me. So, on the day of the trial, or the day of what, all them people could be in the public box, hearing it, and then maybe someone gets someone to say something, and they all stand up and say, we've been sexually abused as well. You know, they let people know it's going on really, really bad. Even if I'm talking now, it's going on. Because it's happened to me in that way, yeah. Sometimes I can be walking down the road and hear kids crying in the house. And automatically I'm thinking, what's happened to that child? What's going on in that house? You know what I mean? Because it's what happened to me. And then I think to myself, and then you see people walking down the road with kids holding their hands and dragging them down the road as he's just kidnapped this kid. You know, it's in you. You can't help it. It's in you, yeah? So me and my mate are going to start a charity. We're going to start some sort of a charity for kids. And for kids and grown-ups that have gone through all this in their life. Why don't people just come out of it and tell us what's been going on? We're going to start a charity, mate. We're going to do it properly. You know, and I feel that there's absolutely thousands of people out there, maybe millions of people that have gone through so much and are still going through it today. You know, it's quite frightening when you hear stories, and I see things on YouTube, right, that this particular woman that I was telling you about, and this young kid that she looks after loads of them, yeah, in a school, in a classroom, was telling her that her stepfather, right, was like he got involved in the kid when he was about 8. He moved in as the kid's father, and he started sexually abusing his kid from the years of 8 years of age, and it went on and on and on, and it was a boy. It's not always girls it happens to, it's boys too. And I think it's like, me and my friend have got to get this charity thing going, because it's happened to him and he's at court now. He's at court, he'll be back at court soon. He's going to come and see me in the next couple of 3 days, because it's Christmas. He put something on my YouTube, what was unbelievable. They put it out in writing, yeah. And my mate's a very, very powerful person. He's not just a normal bod. He's powerful, what he is, yeah. So he's gonna help in a big way to start this charity off. He wants to get into this charity so bad. And so do I. I've been in prison for so many years of my life, 30 years, 29 years, something like that, yeah. And I hear, when I was in there, people talking to you and telling you this and telling you that. And you're getting people, you know, it's sad. It's sad that there are people in there that can't read, can't write, can't do this, can't do that, that their life has been about abuse. And these judges can't see this. Why have they got to put them in prison? Why have they got to lock them up and make them 10 times worse? More frightened, you know, they can't fight, they can't help. They don't get no help in there. They're not getting no help in there. They need help. They need help, you know, and to sit down and talk. Listen, I've got people, big people, 50s now, talking to me, telling me things about their life, what's happened in their life. Only over what I've said in this book. Only over what I've said in this book. That has made people phone me up and put comments on my phone. That, not phone me up, sorry, but put comments on my phone. You know, look, it's not about just taking the book or reading the book, because I want you to do that bit. And what I'm saying to you, the first bit of this book is very, very sad, yeah, of what's happened. And I wanted to open people up and be able to think, well, hold up. Because there's loads out there, people that think, no, I ain't telling them about what happened to me as a kid. No, I ain't doing that because, you know, like, I'm a big tough chap and I like through. Listen, there's no one out there more tougher than me. I've gone through such a lot in my life. But I let it out. I let it out because I wanted to. I wanted to. All my life, I've wanted to tell people about it, you know, because I think that could be a lot of my... I was under, like, at least under a carer thing when I was in the Mount, right? Social services coming to see you and bits and pieces to talk about things, you know, for the IPP. And I had this old woman, yeah, and I was talking and telling her things, and a lot of things come out. And she said, in your head, there's little like cells in your head that are all cobwebbed up, and you haven't opened them up yet, and they need to be opened up to let out all that information, right? And she was with me for about, I don't know, 6 weeks for my parole. And when she eventually started to get this out, me and her started crying together. It's just madness. You know what I mean? To think that, you know, she made that come out, and it was so sad what I told her that she cried and I cried. You know, when I think about all what I've been through in prison, you know, being what the way they hurt me, yeah, and I think me being abused as a child made me tough, made me so strong. I'm strong, yeah, very strong, but weak in the ways of, like, when I see things, people walking down over kids, I hear noises of kids, that's when I become weak. You know, I think, I know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But I'm only saying this because all this, right, that I want this charity's going to work, yeah? This charity's going to work. We're going to find out about how we can go about it. My mate's very, very important, very powerful, yeah? And he's going to tell me, he's the main man with this, on this, yeah? He's the main man on this. And I know that we can get this off, mate. We can, and we're going to help kids. We're going to help them out, you know. Maybe not kids, maybe men, you know. But, you know, I want to help people. I want to help people, you know. When even, you know, when I've been in company, yeah, and I've been in company in prison with people sitting with a psychology and psychology doing the IPP, sitting maybe 12 of you in a class, yeah, talking. And out of that 12 people in that class, there was 2 that come out of it the same as I did. But maybe there was 12 there that wanted to say, maybe there was 10 that wanted to say something rather than just 2 of us, yeah? You know what I mean? It was like, this goes on. Anyway, I'm not going to keep it on and on and on, because I've kept it on and on. But, you know, just please the people that have bought, my book, try and get in contact with me, yeah? If anything like this has happened to you, yeah? Get in contact one way or the other to let me know, yeah? And I'll, as I said, I'm going to be in contact with people. We're going to do a charity about this. I mean, we want to do a charity about this to help people out. Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Well, nice one.